Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So in today's video we are going to be looking at the UEFA competitions, Champions League, Europa League and Conference League. In this ASMR relaxing football catch-up, we're looking at all the recent results, the current tables, and back after popular request and demand in the comment section. I'm going to do the Predict 6 live with you here as well. So lots to get through, let's get started. Champions League top after 2 match days are Bayern, Real are second, Paris Saint-Germain third, Inter fourth, Arsenal, Karabakh are actually in sixth, who would have thought it, and Borussia Dortmund and then Man City. And then in the playoff area we got Spurs, Atleti, Newcastle, Marseille, Club Brugge, Sporting, Frankfurt, Barcelona, with that terrible defending in the last minute. We'll come to that in a minute. Liverpool, after their shock result, Chelsea, Napoli, Union Saint-Gilloise, Galatasaray, Atalanta, Juve and Bodø Glimt, who've got 2 credible results. And out of the competition at the moment, 6 games to go though. Bayer Leverkusen, Villarreal, PSV, Copenhagen, Olympiacos Monaco, Slavia Praha, Pafos Benfica, Athletic Club, Ajax and Kairat Almaty, with a goal difference of -8, bless them. Okay, so let's look at the last match day then. So Atalanta are improving both in the league and in Europe. Atalanta beat an impressive Bruges match day 1-2-1. Kairat Almaty hung on as best they could, but lost 5-0 to Real Madrid at home. Obviously that incredibly long flight for Real. Atleti crushed Frankfurt, so Frankfurt's goal difference is 0, because they won 5-1 in their opening match and lost 5-1 now. Excellent performance from a side that's developing from something that was defence only under Simeone for such a long time to now scoring goals for fun. And a late own goal saved Tottenham, but not their blushes, because Bodø Glimt are playing some outstanding football, I have to say, really impressing me. They drew 2-2 with Spurs, Hauge with the 2 goals for the home team, and Van de Ven, there was another goal that was ruled out, and then Gundersen on the 89th minute. This Thomas Frank version of Tottenham does tend to get more late goals, I think. Chelsea beat Benfica 1-0, own goal from Rios. Looked a lot better than they have been, they're starting to improve again. Obviously the big result, one of this and the Paris Saint-Germain Barcelona match. A little bit of a shock at this one. Galatasaray beating Liverpool 1-0, Osimhen with a penalty. And yeah, I think this was the start of Liverpool's woes, because then they went on a little mini losing streak. So an excellent performance. It's so funny that Galatasaray lose their opening match 5-1 and then beat Liverpool, the champions of England, 1-0, and they looked good for it, you know. They were genuinely very entertaining. Inter beating Slavia Prague 3-0, Marseille hammering Ajax. The Dutch teams had a very poor week in general in Europe, didn't they? 4-0, 2 goals from Paixão, who used to play for Feyenoord, Greenwood and Aubameyang. Pafos lost at home to Bayern Munich 5-1. Harry Kane playing in the hole as a number 10, scored 2. Jackson scored 1 as a result of it as well. They apparently was very, very good tactically. Karabakh got their second big result, this time beating Copenhagen 2-0, goals from Zubir and Adai. Extremely impressive start from the Azerbaijanis. Saint-Gilloise lost at home, which apparently hasn't happened in an absolute age, to Newcastle 4-0. Fantastic result for them, because they are a little bit inconsistent at the moment and a little unlucky as well. Arsenal then beat Olympiacos, but Olympiacos had their chances, and I think that Arsenal has started to get that sort of Champions concept of winning ugly. I thought Olympiacos did themselves no harm at all. They were pretty decent. And then Barcelona lost at home on the 90th minute to a goal from Ramos. After Ferran had opened the scoring and Mayulu had equalised. A couple of big players missing, particularly for Paris Saint-Germain. Their front line was completely different than usual. And yeah, the Hansi Flick's tactics make me think that Barcelona, despite having the best team, they're doing that thing that Ange Postecoglou did for Spurs last year, and just like defending on the halfway line on the 90th minute. What are you doing? I know you want to win, but you don't want to lose either. I just think against the better teams like Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, maybe a Chelsea if they're in the mood, that tactic is not going to allow them to win this competition. They'll get really far again, and then they'll concede stupid goals. They need to be more intelligent than that. As much as I love watching their attacking play, obviously. Leverkusen won, PSV won. Oh yes, actually, this was one of the only Dutch results this week. Saibari got the equaliser to Kofane's goal. Important result for them. Dortmund beating Athletic Club 4-1. Most of the goals coming towards the end when Athletic Club were trying to push forward a little bit. Monaco managed to get a draw with Man City. Yes, Dyer, scored on the 90th minute with a penalty to get it after Haaland scored 2 goals. Really good result for Monaco. Will play decent football throughout. Napoli beating Sporting 2-1. And then Villarreal, brilliant game against another team that have gone from being very defensive under the last manager to under this new manager, scoring loads of goals, playing really a nice attacking football. So 2-2 between Villarreal and Juve. Mikatadze Bega, Gatti and Conceição, who I love watching play football. He's just fantastic. And there's the Champions League. We'll come back to do the Predict 6 in a second. Let's take a look at the Europa League then. So Dinamo Zagreb are top, Midtjylland are second, Aston Villa, Braga, Lyon, Porto, Lille and Victoria Pilsen are in the top 8. In the playoffs, Portugal, Real Betis, Freiburg, Ferencváros, Panathinaikos, Celta Vigo, Basel, Go Ahead Eagles, Roma, Brann, Genk, Young Boys, Fenerbahce, Ludogorets, Sturm Graz, Stuttgart and FCSB. Outside of it are Nottingham Forest, who started really poorly, Zvezda, Bologna, Celtic, Thessaloniki, Maccabi, Nice, Rangers, Utrecht, Feyenoord, Salzburg and Malmö, who are doing quite poorly in the league as well as in Europe. Okay, recent results then. Bologna and Freiburg drew 1-1. Brann beat Utrecht 1-0. Celtic lost at home to Braga 2-0. Horta and Martinez. I watched the highlights. Was there a goal for Celtic? And I think it should have been given, and it wasn't. Am I thinking of the right game? I think the result was a little bit harsh, if I'm being honest. I think Celtic hit the post as well. But yeah, Celtic not in a happy place at the moment, particularly the board. FCSB 0, Young Boys 2. Fenerbahce beat Nice 2-1, 2 goals from Atakolu. Ludogorets lost at home to Real Betis 2-0, Lo Celso and an own goal from Son. Go Ahead Eagles beat Panathinaikos. I didn't realise actually. Świderski with the goal for the home team, but Smith, I thought they were pretty hard done by last week at home. I watched their match, but I wasn't aware of this result. 2-1 winners, well done. This game was just diabolical. Roma at one point had a penalty given, it was saved. They thought that there was encroachment, allowed them to take it again. Dovbek took it again, missed again from exactly the same shot in exactly the same place. It was given again. I've never seen this before. So then Matthias Soule stands up to take it. He does an awful penalty as well, so the keeper saved a third time. So Roma actually outplayed Lille at times, 2.61, 20 shots on goal. But Lille deserved winners, because if you can't take 3 penalties, like, what are you doing? Yeah, save 3 spot kicks and win over Roma, like, back to back, not just in the whole game. I mean, like, one after the other. It was nuts. But Roma should be fine, but it was just a bit of a weird one. Victoria Pilsen beating Malmö 3-0. Basel beating Stuttgart 2-0. It's a very, very good result. Ajetin Shaqiri. Celta beating PAOK 3-1. Porto beating Crvena Zvezda 2-1. Aston Villa winning in the Netherlands 2-0. Buendia and McGinn. I thought Feyenoord did really well, and the crowd were fantastic, really got behind the team. Buendia came off the bench, scored almost straight away, and then McGinn added one, but I thought there were points where Feyenoord were playing as good and will feel a little bit hard done by the loss. Genk lost at home to Hungarian Ferencváros, Vargas with a goal. Lyon beat Salzburg. I think Lyon going to go quite far. Satriano and Kluivert. Maccabi lost at home to Dinamo Zagreb 3-1. Nottingham Forest lost at home to Midtjylland 3-2 on the break right at the end from Biscoff, 88th minute. Then Wood scored, so they were throwing everything. I thought Nottingham Forest actually played really well. The stats sort of say 22 shots on goal. They're just not putting it in the back of the net at the moment, apart from Ndoye. Well done for him. Lovely cross-ball pass from the wing by Morgan Gibbs-White. And yeah, I thought Midtjylland were quite fortunate, but it's the way that Nottingham Forest's season is going so far into Ange, isn't it? And talking about bad seasons, they've sacked him at last. The Rangers have got rid of their manager after another poor result on the weekend, confounding this result even more so. Lost away in Austria to Stuttgart, well done to them. But yeah, Rangers just had to, after 20, I don't think he even did 22 games, how many? I think it was like a really small amount, I can't even remember. But it just, I think it's the worst manager in history. And on to the Conference League then. So we've got Zrinjski Mostar at the top after one match, Larnaca Poznan, Sparta Prague, Lausanne, Celje, Crystal Palace and Fiorentina. In the playoffs, Częstochowa, Brajo, Shakhtar, Strasbourg, Mainz, Samsunspor, Noah, Jagiellonia Białystok, Drita, Kups, Häcken, Shelburne, Aberdeen, Slovan Bratislava, Hamrun Spartans, and Legia Warszawa, but actually they're in the playoffs and they haven't even won. And everyone else is down the bottom, including poor old Lincoln Red Imps, who lost 5-0. Let's take a look at all those matches then. So Dynamo Kiev lost at home. Thought they played pretty decently, but Crystal Palace are on fire at the minute. 2-0 winners. Noah beat Rijeka, the champions of Croatia, 1-0. Jagiellonia beat Spartans 1-0. Kups drew with Drita 1-1. Good result for both of them, I think. Lausanne beat Breidablik 3-0. Lech beat Rapid Vienna, which is... I thought Rapid Vienna would get a draw. So yeah, they did really well. Old guy Ishak still scoring from the Swede. Omonia Nicosia lost at home to Mainz 1-0. Amiri with a penalty. Rayo beat Skendia 2-0. Zrinjski Mostar beat Lincoln Red Imps 5-0. Shakhtar with their Brazilian cohort won out in Scotland, the north of Scotland, so 3-2 winners for Shakhtar. It was a good game actually, I watched the highlights. Larnaca beat Alkmaar 4-0. Another not so great result this year to go down on the Dutch teams, unfortunately. Fiorentina 2, Sigma Olomouc 0. Legia lost at home to Samsunspor 1-0 with a goal from Musaba, which surprised me. Legia did really well last year. Celje beat AEK Athens, big result for them, for the Slovenians. hat-trick for Kovacevic. Raków Częstochowa beating Uniwersytetia Krajowa 2-0. Shelburne drew with Häcken. Decent result at home. Slovan Bratislava lost at home to Strasbourg, who are doing very well in France in the Champions League spots this year. So no shame there. And Sparta Prague, unfortunately, denting Shamrock Rovers' campaign early on 4-1. But I think Shamrock will be okay. They should, I hope, still make it to the playoffs. Very good result for Sparta, who are much better than last season. Wow. Okay then. Back after a couple of requests. Thanks for your comments. So we got Predict 6. We got the official apps of the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League to look at. I got 77 points last week. I thought I did really well. I put my money on Arsenal, which helped me out a lot. I said it was going to be a draw between those two, so they silly old Barcelona. But I said 3-1, it was 4-1. I said 2-1, it was. I said 3-0, it was 2-0. And I said a draw, and it was. And I said that that would be a draw. I was really shocked. Very impressed with Atleti's early season form. Well, actually not early season form, because they did terribly the first couple of matches of La Liga. Okay, Kairat against Paphos. I think that one might be the only game that they can get a result out of. 1-1, difficult place to travel to, very long distance. 2 goals or more, no. Will there be a red card? Maybe. What will the score be at half time? Maybe 0-0 we go for. Okay, Villarreal Man City. Villarreal, really decent at home. We saw that with a draw with Juve. No one is saying that they're going to get a result, so I will. I think this Man City side is a little bit fragile still. Who will score first? Bia, and I think then Haaland will get the... Yes, he will score in the second half. Who will be the official player of the match? Shall we say... Could be someone like Jeremy Doku. Copenhagen Dortmund. After last week's result, I'm not... Normally I'd think that Copenhagen get a draw, but not at the minute. Dortmund are in really good form. Who'll score first? I think Dortmund. Will they score in the first half? Yes. Will either Jordan Larson or Guirassy score this match? I'll say no. Okay, Newcastle Benfica should be tight. I think the Magpies can do it though. Voltemada, yes, he'll score. The big goal in the second half, yes. Will Trubank, no. Okay, Monaco, Tottenham. Monaco after the excellent result against Man City. Tottenham just about got a result out in Norway. I think maybe it'll be a draw. Charleston or Fati score in this match. Fati might. Will Monaco score? Yes. Which player will score in this match? So, what should we say? So, Solanke is injured. Richarlison, I'm not sure he's going to get the goal. Shall I be weird and say João Balinha? Distance. Oh wow, Real Madrid against Juve should be good. I think people aren't thinking it, but I think Juve can get a result. And I think there'll be goals. Okay, Vinicius score in the first half? No, because I don't think he'll start. Will someone score a penalty? Yes, Mbappe always scores a penalty. Will they keep a clean sheet? No. And I'll put my booster on Dortmund. Don't let me down, guys. Okay, let's do Europa. Sorry, jumped the gun as usual. The leagues, the code to join is down below. I'm 24th, and Elliot is top. So well done. And then Europa League. I'll do it now whilst I remember. I'm 22nd. Tom Aund is top. Okay, predictions. Feyenoord, Panathinaikos. Normally I'd say that Feyenoord can win, but I think they're underperforming. Ueda is not underperforming though. I watched the match against Utrecht. They were very lucky to win at the end. Will there be a red card? Maybe. Will they keep a clean sheet? No. Braga, Zvezda. I think Braga will win at home. They looked impressive. Not by those scorelines though, just 1-0. Goal in the first half, yes. Which street? Braga will score first. Will Orta score? Yes, let's see, yes. Okay, FCSB against Bologna. Bologna should, he says, win. Will the score be at half-time? 1-0, I think. Who will score first? So, surely Orsolini. Where is he? He's not. Oh, yes, yes. Skorupski keep a clean sheet? I think he will. Bran Rangers. Well, it depends on Bran. Have just got a good result in Rangers, obviously. Who's the manager going to be? So it's difficult to predict this one at the minute because there's a bit of transition, I'm going to say that. But if Rangers get someone in post, they've got some time now of the window, the international window, to try and get something. No, I don't think they'll both score. Will there be 3 or more goals in this match? No. Will someone take a penalty? Yeah, maybe Brandon will get a penalty. Young Boys against Ludogorets. I think Young Boys will just about win. The big goal in the first half, yes. Will Ludogorets score? Yes. Will score? Oh god. I don't know either of their teams really, really well. So I'm just going to pick Collie. Freiburg, Utrecht. Come on, Utrecht. I think it's going to be very difficult though. I think it's going to be a narrow loss. Freiburg to win. Will they score? Yes. Which player will score? Maybe I put down Sebastian Ali. Who will there be 2 or more goals in this match? Yes, I think there will. Okay, awesome. So we've had a look at the leagues. I'm 22nd. Tomand is top. And let's go to the Conference League to finish off then. As it boots me out. And then last one up. I'll show you the league first. I'm 15th and Oblivion is top. Shakhtar, I think they played so well out in Aberdeen and Legia lost at home, so I think Shakhtar will win. They are oddly playing in Poland though, so Legia only have to travel down the road. Will the score be a half-time? I think maybe 1-0. Which team will score first? Shakhtar? Will someone take a penalty? No. Oh, I didn't play my thingy boat, did I? Rapid Fiorentina. I think Fiorentina will win this one narrowly. The big on the first half, yes. Will Dzeko score in this match? No, he's coming off the bench at the moment. Will they keep a clean sheet? No. I think Moise Keane will probably score. Aberdeen, AK Athens, maybe a 1-0. Or will the score be a half-time? 0-0. Which player will score first? I have no idea. Oh, Luka Jovic. Will Strakosha? No, keep a clean sheet. Skendia Shelbourne. I'm going to say 0-0, will be boring. No goal in the first half. Score at half-time will be 0-0. Shelbourne keep a clean sheet? Yes. Okay, Häcken, Rayo Vallecano. I think Rayo to win this one. Which team will score first? Rayo Vallecano. Will there be a goal in the second half? Yes. Which player will score first? I don't know. De Frutos. And Red Imps against Lech. I think Lech should win this one quite easily. Yes, 2 goals in the first half. Someone take a penalty in this match. No. Or Red Imps keep a clean sheet? Absolutely not. I think I'll put my booster on that one. And let's go back and play my booster on this one. Did I choose someone? I think I'll... Oh, I did. No, play my booster. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and the return of our Predict 6. I hope you agree with me. If you don't, let me know in the comments. If you do, let me know in the comments. And while you're there, click like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will do another results after the next match day. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Take care.